one of the major milestones that very few entrepreneurs ever get to is someone walking up to you and saying, hey, this thing that you built from scratch with just a few people around you, I think it's really cool and really valuable, and I'd like to give you some money for it. I also find it interesting what you did with that money, but maybe just unpack that for us a little bit. Like, how did that affect you when you first closed that transaction? And then maybe as a jumping off from that, like, why the decision to go and take that into and invest it into the next business, or kind of like what exactly was the self-talk and what was happening during that?
I think we always knew that a diagramming tool would never get above $1 million in recurring revenue. I didn't see it, so from early on, we sort of knew that we wanted to do something larger, and we had an idea that what we wanted to build was a loss control product, but we really wanted to also put some distance in between us and my old employer. Even though there was no agreement, there was no IP issues or anything like that, it was a respect thing. But we always had in the back of our head, like, we should build a loss control platform because there's none out there. There was zero at the time, really. And we kept getting approached by people, can you build me a system? And eventually, between that money and us saying, yeah, I'll build you a system, I'm keeping the IP, give me $300,000. That's how we bootstrap stuff, man. It was like basically charging people, keeping the IP, they get a copy of it, they can go do whatever they want for their services business, and we can restrict them. But we were going to be a software company that took recurring revenue, and to bootstrap it though, you had to get that quick hit cash. It had to be upfront services type crack money. I mean, that's what services is. It's like, I do an hour, I get paid $200. Like, I can make payroll, right? Like, whereas recurring revenue, a lot of times you're putting millions and millions of dollars into a product in order to get, a small chunk of that each year out of these clients. So, and I think it was just necessity to, like, I mean, at some point, like at the time, we didn't want to raise capital. I didn't know anything about raising capital. I was like, no, you build a business by like building your business. And when you have cash, you build stuff. And like, that's the way I was raised. So I didn't know anything about the world of like some VC is going to give you $1 million and you can go burn it in a barrel. I didn't even know that concept back then.